My thoughts are that we have to deal with this issue based on truth and fact and not speculation. The government is speculating that the lead levels are within the legal limits, but as it's been told to you today, which is the truth, they are far outside the perimeters of the legal limits here within the city. When it comes to our infrastructure here in the city of Flint, you have approximately 500 miles of infrastructure of pipe under the city. It is about 110 years old. And so when the push for the Flint River came through, it took 100 years of oxidation that had built up over the 100 years and released it. It released it into a liquid format, which then was pushed through every single pipe within your homes in the city of Flint, through your water heaters, your plumbing. For 14 months, it was pushed through. And so this coagulates and fills your pipes, your galvanized pipes, your copper pipes. And in filling them, you are filling them with the contaminant source of the bacterias that this gentleman is so eloquently putting to you. The water is atrociously unhealthy. The conditions of the pipes in the homes are just as important, if not more important, than what the conditions of the lead pipes coming into the house. The lead service line coming into the house being replaced, as he said, the water coming through that should be filtered. But also, too, the filters that they're issuing by the state to say, use this and drink the water, are not safe for the bacterias that are present within the systems. These are what's creating the illnesses and driving, and it's going to drive the cost of Medicaid and Medicare, Social Security, the people that are elderly that have yet to come up with the full complication and spectrum of complications this water is going to cause within them. That is first and foremost on my list, because I am so concerned about the elderly people that were laying in the convalescent homes, had no choice whatsoever, and have no part in any of this. My heart goes out to the entire city, because I feel that the governor has taken this city and strangled it. They're suffocating it, and they're holding their heels on the backs of the heads of the least amount of people in this town here deserve this. Nobody in anywhere in America would ever deserve this, but the fact that it happened here in Flint, Michigan, in one of the poorest communities, in one of the second largest city in the state of Michigan, to have that done to us here, and then the EPA to stand on their heads and say, we might have made a mistake. Well, yeah, you made a mistake. And the governor might have said, well, I had to listen to the EPA and MDEQ. Well, you hired the people that were in your office that you were listening to. You only wanted to hear what you wanted to hear. And when your chief of staff, Dennis Muchmore, told you that one of the judges here in the area, which is attorney counsel to Snyder, Mr. Gadola, said, my mother, 84 years old, is there drinking this water. This is when Dennis Muchmore made phone calls like you can't believe to Mr. Snyder, and Mr. Snyder then says, well, let's hold off a little bit longer. And so now the 14 months, I want to discuss, if I might, the 14 months, why it's so important on this 14 months. General Motors.
Wait. I'm going to get to that.
Thank you.
Sorry to cut you off. So I want to also add that Mr. Muchmore,
Yes.
former chief of staff, I don't think he
Yes.
is anymore, his wife is a bigwig at the Nestle Corporation. The same Nestle that is price gouging and through the approval of Governor Snyder is funneling hundreds of thousands of gallons out of the remaining clean water in Michigan. So I think that's a conflict of interest, but I haven't heard that. I didn't hear Rachel Maddow discuss that at her brave town hall.